Hi there. Welcome to Cine Culture with TJ Seaman, where everything we do is for the culture of filmmaking and cinematography. Today, I'll be talking about cinematic lighting, how to achieve it, and why every lighting setup isn't cinematic. So with that out of the way, let's do this. To achieve a cinematic lighting effect, it is essential to remember the first step, shooting from the shadow side. A variety of terms can be used for this, such as negative fill side, short side, or the dark side. All that matters is for your camera to be on the alternate side of the light, which will create an immense difference you won't want to miss. Although it might seem like a simple thing, you'd be amazed at how much difference it makes and how many people do not do it. This technique gives a stronger dramatic feel to the shot. It adds depth to the subject's face and creates a three-dimensional effect. It doesn't always have to be intense. Subtlety can work just as well. The light source is from the side of the person's face, which when combined with shadows creates a cinematic feel. By comparing these two images, it becomes apparent which one looks more professional. When I started filming, most of my filming was done on the key side, so everything looked flat. It has become evident to me over the years of filming that if you want that cinematic look in your images, and want to boost the production value of your films, you simply move the camera to the other side of the light. If you don't have any lights, just place the light source on the other side. Even if it's just the sun, at this point you don't want a silhouette look, but just a cinematic one. Just place it at the other side, because it's amazing how much a simple step can improve your production. You can change the entire emotion of your project just by moving the light slightly in your scene. Number 2 is lighting direction. If you move the light too high above your subject, you get more dark shadows under the eyes, which makes the subject look less trustworthy and depressed, possibly. If you put the light too low, you will reverse the shadows on the face, and the person will start looking like a villain. To get the most natural light on a person's face, put the light at a 45-degree angle. As a result of the light being at a 45-degree angle, an upside-down triangle can be created on the opposite cheek of the subject. The Rembrandt lighting technique. The Rembrandt lighting technique was developed by the famous painter Rembrandt, who used it in nearly all of his portraits. This lighting technique will keep those shadows on the face, but also give enough lighting on the other side to illuminate the eye and give a slight cheek definition. You'll also create a slight drop shadow under the chin, and it just looks natural. You should remember that lighting direction is just as important as anything else when setting up your lights. If you place the light at the wrong angle or position too high or too low, it can result in an amateur image or even confuse your audience. Even a slight movement can have a profound effect. Step 3 is all about creating depth and making sure your subject stands out from the background. To achieve this, use a low aperture, and you can also add separation by lighting, and one way is with color of the lighting. The well-known orange and teal look is often used to make a distinction between skin tones and the background by using opposing hues. Blue complements orange. This color contrast can be seen in a variety of films, not just the Transformers series. By applying complementary colors to your film for separating your subject, it will not only make your work look more cinematic, but also create a distinct contrast from the background. The colors don't have to be orange and teal. Any two complementary colors can be used. This will add a whole new layer of depth to your image. In addition, darkening the background relative to the subject will make them stand out more than if the background is lighter. Make sure the background is exposed to the point where the subject is brighter than what is behind them. It does not have to be super dark, but my formula is the brighter the shirt, the darker the background. The darker the shirt, the brighter the background. You just want the subject to stand out by being brighter than the background most of the time. Motivated lighting is number 4. There is nothing worse than unmotivated light. It's light that doesn't appear from anywhere and appears just haphazardly in the scene. Motivated lighting means that the light in the scene is coming from something in the room and the audience knows it. Motivated lighting gives the audience an authentic feeling that the source of light is natural. Look at the shot of this little girl putting on a candle to read. With the extra tungsten lights I used on this shot, you would believe that the match and the candle are lighting her face. In reality, it isn't powerful enough to really illuminate the subject's face. But by including a visible light source, we can make it look much more brighter than in real life. Next is background lighting. Background lighting is an important part of the image. When it isn't done correctly, the image looks unnatural and resembles a stage play, with all of the light focused on the subject and a dark background. Practical lighting works well for narrative filmmaking. Adding a small lamp to the background to break the wall can give you some light and even add more if needed to brighten up areas. You can enhance the ambience by either shining a light up to the ceiling or bouncing it off a wall for more diffusion. But remember that for you to get the best results, the ceiling should be white, or else you will just be reflecting whatever color the ceiling is in your shot. Same goes for walls as well. Next is the time of day. If you don't know, golden hour is the absolute best time to shoot during the day. It is the first hour of light when the sun rises and the last hour of light when the sun sets. Regardless of what you do, you're going to get a terrible look if you shoot with the sun directly overhead because it casts harsh shadows under the eyes, and the sky can sometimes be captured in great detail when the sun is setting. Next is what we call a catch light. A catch light or eye light is a reflection of light in your subject's eyes. Now, most people don't really think about this, but a catch light or an eye light makes your subject alive. It gives them a soul that makes them feel alive. Even animated characters were made to feel alive by putting white spots in their eyes. Filmmakers have made effective use of the eye light to signify life and death in films. When Kong passes away at the apex of the Empire State Building, his eye light fades away. Something that will not happen in reality, however. It is this eye light that guarantees an audience's connection with a character. And when taken away, it gives them a sense of mortality. Consequently, when lighting your subject, make sure you can catch that eye light. And if not, Try moving the light around for a small reflection in their eyes. Remember, too, that the eye light takes on the shape of whatever source of light you direct at your subject. Also, when lighting for a cinematic feel, texture can really add to a shot. And all of that fog and haze can completely change the lighting. As a cinematographer who has been doing this for a while, by taking all these steps, you can create something cinematically stunning with your footage and make your scene move from being mediocre to professional. And that's it, folks. Don't hesitate to send in questions in the comments section, and I will surely answer them. Also, subscribe and follow for more filmmaking secrets and equipment giveaways. But more importantly, don't forget to keep making films. That's the source of getting better. See you in the next video.